Hello everyone. This is going to be a quick reading into Kenneth Nicholas Shaw. I have basically no information about this. I was tagged on TikTok and I just want to see if I can get anything that could be helpful. I'm going to play you the short clip from the person who's friends with his parents. Yeah, and then we'll see what we can find.
This is Kenneth Nicholas Shaw. He's 20 years old, and he's my friend's son. He went missing on November 29th, and my friends are doing everything in their power to find him. He went missing in Tijuana, Mexico, and the local authorities aren't helping. Neither is the embassy. So I'm begging you to please share this. He's got a tattoo of a flower on his hand. We just need to bring him home. Please help.
This is an energy reading. It's all alleged, my opinion, not fact. I'm getting the image of trapped right away. Like trapped and held. I feel like this tent is almost literal. Like trapped and held somewhere outside. Something that he didn't see coming. Something that he didn't really necessarily put himself in is what I'm hearing. Like a position he didn't put himself in. It's possible he saw something that he wasn't supposed to see, but not on purpose. Yeah, I wasn't looking for it, but I found it and it caused everything to turn upside down. It almost feels like he witnessed someone trying to be taken and then was taken himself. That would be both of them or all of them together, hidden, trapped, unable to get away. And I put that queen right on top of the other queen. Kenneth's energy that night. I'm getting the image of almost like him talking to someone, and then after the conversation ends, him being in the position where he could see this person still and someone else talking to this person, but it made him uncomfortable. It's like this person told me something and now it's like either they said they were with a bunch of girlfriends or something, and then a guy walks up and it just makes the girl look very uncomfortable. Tries to prevent someone from going where they don't want to go. And that's what gets him in a bad position. He's overpowered by someone here and taken out of the public area. Yeah. I didn't necessarily protect myself because I didn't know I had to protect myself like I did. Oh. It's giving me the image of if Kenneth approached a female or somehow was talking to a female and then believed that she was being trafficked and tried to intervene. Yeah, I'm trying to block the flow of taking the female because we have King of Cups here. I'm trying to direct or help, I guess I should say. Release. I'm trying to get a female out of flowing towards a bad situation that she can't get out of. Corruption exposed. Why am I hearing dirty cop? No go. Family. Not a dirty cop, something similar. Someone saw something and turned a blind eye. On purpose, because they didn't want to owe somebody. Like, oh, you told on me, now you owe me. It's like some powerful energy here that people are scared to go up against. Is it fair to say that Kenneth accidentally uncovered some kind of trafficking ring? Secret space program. I feel like I want to cry right now. Somebody knows where he is and is just not talking. What is his current condition? Movement. Healing. It feels like he's being held somewhere. It feels like he hasn't given up yet, or he hasn't been unalived yet, but they are moving him. Why are they moving him? Power in space. Power supply in space. Is it fair to say I feel like they're trying to move him out of the country that he's in? Almost like if they put him on or in whatever's bringing people who are being trafficked. Like, he's not necessarily being trafficked, I don't feel, but like they put him with those who are until they can find out what to do with them. Excuse me. It's interesting. I sneezed when Make a Mess came out. I'm almost wondering if they were going to try and do a ransom. And then they realized that wasn't going to work. Why? Why wasn't it going to work? Oh, they didn't. It's almost like they looked at who the family was or something, and it wasn't worth the risk, either because of connections that the family has, or I don't know. I'm hearing like quick transaction. Like they wanted it to be a quick transaction if they were going to do a ransom, so they decided not to, but it feels like he's still alive. Yeah, I'm getting that he's still alive. He's just stuck somewhere. Someone's being bold. Someone acted on impulse here. because they weren't sure what he saw or what he knew or something. I don't know if he has much time because it looks like they're working towards maybe getting rid of him. This is giving me the image of like a brothel. Almost getting like, I don't even know how to put this. Like him wanting to save somebody. Yeah. From being people moved. Yeah, I can't let this happen. I can't let this person be used for their body. Social queen. Something I'm seeing while I'm out. I can't just let it happen. I need to delay it or block it. I have a confirmation that he tried to prevent someone from being people moved. Those are in reverse. You don't see it and it is there. Faked death. It's like whoever has him is trying to make a statement that if you see these things, you just need to keep quiet. Snakes exposed. Because you don't want to go to war with us by exposing us. Who's us? Someone who has power. They're standing at a higher perspective. They're on some kind of pedestal. The people movers. Don't want any drama towards their I want to say network. Why do I want to say network? Oh, because it's not only them, it's whoever's getting money from them or getting services from them. I have a confirmation that he saw some kind of people moving thing and tried to prevent it and got himself trapped with someone who he doesn't have much more time with. Divorce, permanent ending, moving on from something that no longer serves you. Being set free would be the confirmation of trapped, because if you're trapped, you need to be set free. Oh, any mode of transport. People moving. Travel difficulties, a wrong turn. And it's a 6. That would be people moving confirmed. That would be he needs to be found soon confirmed. That would be, it almost feels like someone was already being people moved and he was trying to get the person to realize it or trying to get the person out of it or something. Or he simply was talking to someone and someone else was suspicious that he realized that they were being trafficked or people moved. A wrong turn though. It's like it wasn't like he was like, let me cause some trouble over here. It was like, I need to help this person. A problem you can't avoid. Trapped, confined. Pay attention to business matter. a prison, pressure from all sides. The army, injustice, surrender and exhaustion would be not having a lot of time left. Trapped and confined. It keeps going back to trapped, trapped, trapped. Be cautious. It's like he didn't know how cautious he needed to be. He didn't realize. He didn't realize what? Oh, how big of an operation it was. I keep seeing a dock. It's almost like he was taken and put on a boat and moved to a different dock, but I don't know what happens after that dock. It feels like he's being drugged and kept somewhere and watched over at all times, like a prison. Someone thought that he was not who he was saying he was. And because of that and what they believed that he witnessed, they couldn't take a chance. Operation Mockingbird, government-controlled media. Why did someone see him as suspicious? Someone was scared of his mind. He was putting something together in his mind. It's like they could see the wheels turning in his mind, where he was like maybe looking around like, this doesn't make sense, or this doesn't fit, or that feels wrong. And that someone was like, this guy knows something. It's like they thought he was a did he try and purchase something and that's it, like they thought it was some kind of setup? Greed. Did he try and purchase something and they thought it was some kind of setup? Greed. You're getting more than you're trying to take. You're trying to get information. About someone in power. Can I have a confirmation if he was talking to some kind of female or something and someone was telling him something and it didn't add up to him and he was trying to make sense of it and he may have asked one too many questions, that person goes back and tells someone else and they think that he knows more than he should know and it's not safe. It's like someone he was communicating with. Okay. Has something to do with like warped love, so people moving and sex exchange mixed in with drugs. Yeah, they thought he was hired to like infiltrate like someone's paranoid here. And he did not. He looked like he did not belong. Like someone thought that he was out of place and was trying to get information on someone. Is this like a let's take him because better safe than sorry? Yeah, male, okay. What I believe is that he either asked too many questions to someone who was already in a position of like they had a handler and the handler was watching everything and they had to go back and report to the handler and tell the handler what everyone was saying to them, and the way that they portrayed him to the handler, the way that they portrayed Kenneth to the handler made the handler look at him like, oh, this guy's asking too many questions, or what does he know, or who sent him here, and it put a target on his back, and it was like, we need to take him before we leave, better safe than sorry. It feels like he's being held somewhere but doesn't have a ton of time. Two-faced. It's like when I'm talking to you, I'm actually giving all the information over here. I'm reporting back. And that person did not want him, they did not want Kenneth to go on and say what they suspected that he knew. Even though it feels like he wasn't thinking that deep into it, he was just trying to help make sense of something so he could help someone. I don't know, it's weird. What was his energy, Kenneth's energy, towards the person he was talking to that had the handler? So this card usually has a hand coming out of the cloud offering a cup to this person. And the person is indifferent to what's being offered to them. King of Wands in reverse, it's like, I don't want you to constantly be looking over your shoulder. I'm trying to help you with a different option, or I'm trying to show you a different option and you don't want to hear it. I want to get you away from the devil and get you back aligned with the light instead of the darkness. He was trying to talk somebody into getting out of a bad situation, or was trying to get information so that he could help somebody get out of a bad situation. There was something he saw that he could not ignore. And someone thought he knew too much. And there was people with something to lose. They didn't want him to connect what it led to. What did it lead to? The ending of a false operation. It almost feels like he uncovered like I don't want to say uncovered, like he was looking for it. It's like he accidentally realized that somewhere that he was like a cover for people moving, and people didn't realize how much he knew or didn't know, and they didn't want to risk him knowing everything, so they had to get him out of there. So the operation wasn't exposed. But I think he's still alive. Or at least he was alive for a period of time. It feels like it's heading to him not having any more time. It's like quickly approaching him being fully expendable to whoever has him. It's almost like they wanted to see if this case was going to blow up really big, and something being traced back to where he was at certain points in the night, and then that never happened. It was never investigated in the way that it needed to be. They're hiding behind smoke and mirrors. End of the road organized crime in reverse. It's like they feel like they've successfully gotten away with it, so now they don't need to keep him alive. Yeah, no more movement. I guess I would say I don't know. It would need to be looked into where he was in the 24 hours leading up to him disappearing. It feels like he was at somewhere like a brothel or maybe even just a bar that was covering as something else. There's like somewhere he was, and it's not what it appears to be, and it's there that he was led into some kind of vehicle and taken to a dock is what I'm getting. Like from there. It may have been like right after he left, but it feels like somehow he was led out of the place to be led into the trap of the vehicle. It doesn't feel like he was right away unalived. I can't really tell if he is right now. It feels like I'm going back and forth between time is running out and time has already ran out, because there was this desire to see how big this was going to get. I don't know, it's weird. Yeah, it's like if it gets big enough and we have to, we'll just drop them off somewhere and hope for the best, but it doesn't get that big. Nobody looks into it. I would say the best bet is to trace back where he was, and there's somewhere that is not what it pretends to be, and in that place he was under the realization of certain information or talked to someone. There's definitely a female that he talked to that had a handler. Had a handler. Yeah, I see you. Law enforcement in reverse, secret trip in reverse, party in reverse. Yes, government in reverse. There's someone who knows something that turned a blind eye or didn't allow this investigation to go off. Allegedly, my opinion. It's like someone who had the authority to do something about this knew exactly what likely caused it to happen based off of where they knew that he was. And for that reason, they turned a blind eye and let it go. That's what I'm getting. Please remember, this is an energy reading. It's all alleged, my opinion, not fact. Have a good day.